News.
An official connected with 2 correctional facilities is facing theft and burglary charges. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A bill to end the sale of flavored tobacco products has been tabled until next year, and a bill that would create an offshore wind program in the Gulf of Maine is being sent to the governor's desk. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories in just a moment. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Hey Susan, happy Thursday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Lou Jean Fredericks across the Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Alrighty, here we go. A few spots of fogginess this morning near Millinocket and areas to the south and west that has since tapered off. So it wasn't anything widespread, but you may have noticed it just a bit as you made that morning commute. But otherwise, though, we're watching some rain that's moving in across the northern parts of our viewing area, tracking from the west, going to the east. We'll keep that going today, but we're just getting started with that, with more showers and storms expected. And some of those may get on the stronger side, though, with some gusty winds and hail possible with all this right here. I'll be tracking from the west and going toward the east, so we'll be monitoring that throughout the daytime period, though, before it starts to back off later this evening. And looking pretty good as we start things off for your Friday morning with a lot of sunshine out there. So any fog out there by that point will start to go away. A little bit of a breeze out there, too, at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe a few higher gusts from time to time. That cannot be ruled out, but later on tonight and tomorrow, we're looking pretty good. There's a little bit of a breeze, and I'll be about it there. So for today, though, lower 80s scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way. Some of those may go on the stronger side. Some gusty winds and hail cannot be ruled out. That south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, though, middle 60s, some thunderstorms early, then some clouds and fog overnight, but decreasing clouds, the general idea. The northwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon periods showing showers and thunderstorms on the way. Temperatures falling into the 70s, so we'll have to watch those storms closely as some of those could again get on the stronger side. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. The deputy superintendent of 2 correctional facilities is facing charges in connection with what authorities describe as a long-standing kickback scheme. Gerald Merrill was charged with theft and bribery in official and political matters on July 24th. Merrill is currently the deputy superintendent of the Mountain View Correctional Facility in Charleston and the Down East Correctional Facility in Machiasport. Detectives with the Maine Attorney General's office say Merrill allegedly engaged in a scheme using state funds to purchase products from certain vendors in exchange for illegal kickback payments. An investigation was launched after the Maine State Auditor's Office noticed an irregular volume of funds being spent on purchase cards under Merrill's control. On July 25th, Attorney General detectives and members of the state police searched the Mountain View Correctional Facility and Merrill's home. They took Merrill into custody, and he was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. Maine Department of Corrections Commissioner Randall Liberty issued a statement saying, quote, "I am deeply disturbed by these allegations and fully support the actions of the Attorney General's office. The Maine Department of Corrections expects its employees, like all state employees, to adhere to the highest standards of ethical and professional conduct, and failure to do so is unacceptable," end quote. Merrill made his initial court appearance in Bangor Wednesday afternoon. His bail is set at $5,000 cash. The Penobscot County Grand Jury has indicted a Bangor man accused of stabbing a minor multiple times. 18-year-old Aiden Zaugui has been indicted on charges of elevated aggravated assault and attempted aggravated assault. The alleged incident happened near Shaw's Supermarket on Main Street in Bangor in April. A Hamden man charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses was also indicted. 32-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor police responded to a call about a burglary at Hammond Lumber. They say they found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. While they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV. He was caught after a brief pursuit. Archer was indicted on a variety of charges, including burglary, theft, and violation of conditions of release. A Glenburn woman accused of stealing from a Bangor business has also been indicted by the Penobscot County Grand Jury. This one also hits very close to home here at the television station. Melissa Moran is the former office manager here at WVII and WFVX. She's accused of taking more than $250,000. General Manager Mike Palmer said, quote, "Our business is the victim of a serious theft. A former long-term and trusted employee is under investigation. We are happy charges are being brought." Moran had worked at the TV station since 2011 and departed several months ago after the alleged theft was revealed. She was indicted for theft by unauthorized taking. A motorcyclist was killed Wednesday after colliding with two other vehicles in York. Police say it happened in the area of Spur Road around 4:30. Investigators say Kyle Rockwood of York was driving east when he collided with a car in the middle of the intersection of Spur Road and the I-95 off-ramp. Another car then collided with both vehicles. Rockwood was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation into the crash is now underway. Flavored tobacco products will not be banned in Maine this year. The Maine legislature decided to table the bill, officially pushing a final decision to next year. The bill was first introduced in December of last year and was passed by the Senate in June. Now the House of Representatives has decided to table the bill and revisit the matter in 2024.
Tobacco companies have a lot of money to dump into research and development and marketing, and they know that 95% of adult smokers start before they turn 21. And they know that these flavors appeal to kids.
Flavors Hook Kids Maine is a coalition consisting of public health experts and community partners. They've been the driving force behind that proposed ban. They say this legislation would help reduce tobacco use among middle and high schoolers.
This isn't removing products universally. It's not prohibition. It's not the war on drugs. This is meant to reduce the opportunity for kids to get hooked on something that is addictive.
If passed, Maine will join Massachusetts, California, and others who have instituted a statewide ban. A bill that would create an offshore wind program in the Gulf of Maine is being sent to the governor's desk. Our Matthew Jaroncic spoke to industry leaders across the state and has more.
This is a major win on all fronts, and this is a really great representation of how clean energy can support our state's economy, our state's health, and our state's workforce.
One front that sees this as a crucial win, those representing workers. Laborers International Union of North America's regional director Jason Shedlock says it creates new clean energy sustaining jobs for Mainers by Mainers.
Because of the sheer number of jobs that this is going to create and sustain, chances are that someone in the state of Maine will never see an offshore wind turbine, but they will know somebody, either themselves or somebody that they're close to, that has a job because of the industry.
New jobs aren't the only thing on the horizon. Mainers will have the opportunity to put some money back in their wallets. Caldwell says offshore wind projects are expected to produce roughly 3 gigawatts of electricity by 2040. He says Mainers will see lower electric bills and switching to clean energy.
Having durable clean energy in the Gulf of Maine, right here in Maine, will really stabilize energy prices for the long term and make our grid a lot more reliable as well.
The bill is now sitting on the governor's desk awaiting her signature. Shedlock says it creates a Maine-based blueprint for anyone to use going forward.
Maine's motto is Dirigo, and we certainly led in this way on this industry. We're proud to do it, and we look forward to operationalizing this.
In Augusta, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Coming up on ABC7 News at noon, Ellsworth is going to be looking for a new city manager. We'll have details when we return.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive contains ALA to relieve nerve aches and B-complex vitamins to fortify healthy nerves. Try Nervive and try Nervive Pain Relieving Roll-On.
Feeling sluggish or weighed down? Could be a sign that your digestive system isn't at its best. Metamucil gummies make it easy to get the fiber you need, promoting your digestive health for a better you. Metamucil gummies, the easy way to get your daily fiber.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, Buy from the best, forget the rest.
Hi, this is Jason.
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
A family-owned business located in Glenburn.
inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
You can always expect tasty treats,
Pizza,
spirits,
familiar faces.
and quality gasoline.
With summer approaching and Pushaw Lake nearby,
We look forward to seeing your smiling faces.
Come check us out.
It's great buy time at Bob's Small Engine Sales and Service in Bucksport. Now through this August 31st, you can get rebates of up to $1,000 on 2022 CF Moto C-Force Off-Road ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Side-by-Side Trail and HO Sport models. These inflation-busting rebates of up to $1,000 are only good through this August 31st. Don't wait. See these great buys now at Bob's Small Engine Sales and Service, Route 15, 474 River Road in Bucksport.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Construction is underway to replace a near-century-old bridge in Mid-Coast, Maine with a newer, safer one. Maine DOT says the Frank J. Wood Bridge between Brunswick and Topsom carries over Route 201 over the Androscoggin River. Engineers say the bridge is, quote, fracture critical and in poor condition. Maine DOT says the nearly $50 million bridge project won't be finished until late 2026, but it should be open to traffic sooner. Construction was delayed after a years-long fight by some who wanted to preserve the historic bridge.
Good idea. This bridge right here is too dangerous. I mean, if you look underneath, the concrete is all chipped and ready to go. And it looks like the design on the new bridge, good modern design.
Right now, commercial traffic is prohibited from using the bridge. It's been inspected every 6 months due to its condition. Normally, bridges are inspected every 2 years. An Ellsworth city official has announced he will not be renewing his contract. Our Devin Dagnall met with him to discuss the decision and reflect on the work that he's done.
Glenn Mosier has served the city of Ellsworth for 3 years as its city manager and chief of police. But recently, he decided it was time to hang up one of those hats.
Last week in an executive session with the city council, I advised them that when my current contract expires on January 16th of 2024, I will not be seeking a new contract.
Starting next year, Mosier will shift his entire focus to being the city's police chief. Mosier says he's incredibly proud of the work he's accomplished during his tenure, but he feels it's been overshadowed by a constant questioning of his motives. That questioning has been one of the main contributors to his recent decision.
I think the biggest challenge for me has been the constant comments or the constant negativity towards my dual role. Going into it, I believe that if I just, if I worked hard and I did the right thing and, and the city was striving, then I believed, that a lot of that talk would go away. And ultimately, it just hasn't stopped the noise.
As Mosier prepares to step down from his position, he promises to do everything he can to make the transition as smooth as possible.
The council, I believe in August, is going to discuss whether they want to, how they want to go about beginning the search for a new city manager. But I've made it very clear to the council that I'm not going anywhere, so they can feel free to take their time and make sure that the person they select is the right person for the job.
In Ellsworth, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Department of Transportation is seeking public feedback to help reduce carbon emissions in the state. The department will be receiving nearly $30 million in funding for carbon reduction under the federal bipartisan infrastructure law. The department says the funding could be used in a variety of ways to lower carbon emissions, including expanding Maine's electric vehicle charging network, improving public transit options, or developing more bike and walking paths.
We're trying to do the best we can to come up with a strategy that works for all the people in Maine. That's easier for us to do when we get feedback from folks and when we hear what people want to see. If people provide us with feedback, that can give us ideas that we might not have otherwise had.
The department will be accepting public comments until August 7th. To share your input on the department's carbon reduction plan and how funding should be used, visit maine.gov/MDOT. After the break, we'll take a look at what parents can do to help kids adjust to the transition back to school. We'll be right back.
If you think you have Dupuytren's contracture, there's a simple test you can take. From anywhere, try to lay your hand flat against the surface. If you can't, you may have Dupuytren's contracture. Talk to a hand specialist about your options, including non-surgical treatments.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
During Renewal by Andersen's 4th of July sale, get incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution, skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals. Our 4th of July sale is going on right now, but it won't last. Act now, because these incredible 4th of July savings on our exclusive composite fabrics material windows end soon. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
When Dover Audiology wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Come to Dover Audiology and find out where people from Kittery to Eastport go to get their hearing aids. Knowledgeable, friendly, and reasonable. Dover Audiology is your best place for hearing solutions.
Dave's Auto Repair and Towing is now in 2 locations in Bucksport and Ellsworth, providing honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services. As a family-owned, certified Napa Auto Care Center, Dave's Auto Repair and Towing will take care of your air conditioning, axle repair and replacement, brakes, engine repair, exhaust systems, oil changes, preventive maintenance, and radiator service. And Dave's also offers a large and affordable selection of tires and 24-hour towing service. Dave's Auto Repair and Towing in Bucksport and Ellsworth.
Physical activity is good for your heart. It's also good for your brain. It helps your mental health. And according to new research, it can also reduce your risk of being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. ABC's Justin Finch has more.
A stroll through the park, working on chores around the house, and participating in a spin class are different types of physical activities with different levels of intensity. But they all reduce the amount of time sitting on a couch. More of that type of movement during the week could reduce the risk of Parkinson's disease, according to a new study. The study, published in the Journal of Neurology, followed more than 90,000 women for nearly 30 years. Participants who developed Parkinson's disease had low physical activity in the 10 years before they were diagnosed. Researchers note how important it is to take the opportunity to do small things like driving less and walking more. Also limit the amount of time you sit at a desk or on the couch. So whether you're in a grocery store parking lot, spending time in nature, or puttering around your garden, stay as active as possible. It could keep Parkinson's disease at bay. Lastly, talk to your doctor if you're experiencing any issues that make physical activity difficult. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News.
The job market has changed. According to a new reading, the number of new claims for unemployment benefits declined to 221,000 last week. The number of continuing claims, though still on unemployment, declined to 1.69 million. Those summer numbers can be skewed by auto plants retooling and other factors. Allegations that the government is hiding evidence of UFOs took center stage on Capitol Hill. One witness testified about alien beings and spacecraft allegedly now in U.S. possession. Lawmakers are demanding answers amid growing concerns over national security. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
On Capitol Hill, a former Air Force intelligence officer testified yesterday that he believes the U.S. is concealing unidentified flying objects that crashed and may even be concealing alien life forms.
I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program.
David Grush appeared alongside two former fighter pilots who reported seeing UFOs, telling the Congressional Oversight Committee that the U.S. has been aware of these mysterious objects for nearly a century.
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, previously 1930s.
It's the latest in the disclosure surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, the government's term for UFOs. And while the mention of UFOs brings to mind images of otherworldly creatures emerging from a futuristic spaceship, those in Washington are more concerned that sightings like these from fighter pilots could be tied to America's foreign adversaries. But Grush claims not all the encounters have been of this earth.
We believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier. Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to.
Grush did not cite any evidence supporting his allegations. He claims such information is classified. The Pentagon denies any cover-up. But both Republicans and Democrats are now pushing for more transparency from the military, noting whether they're from Earth or not, they could pose a national security risk. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
We turn now to the latest on the crane collapse in Midtown Manhattan that injured at least 12 people. Dramatic video shows the moments it came crashing down, and we've learned that the crane company had at least 2 prior collapses which were deadly. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
Terrifying video shows the moments this crane caught fire before collapsing into the heart of Midtown Manhattan. People below on the street running for cover. This video showing panicked construction workers inside the building.
Should we get out? I don't know. Is it going to keep falling off? Let's go!
The crane was moving 16 tons of concrete when it dislodged, slamming into a high-rise, then falling more than 45 stories around 7:30 a.m. Wednesday, as morning rush hour began to kick off.
It sounded like a bomb went off.
These roommates describing the sound as the crane smashed through their window.
I heard a big explosion, and then something falling, and then all 3 of my window panes flew in my face.
Construction worker Delisha McInnes was working on the bike path on the nearby West Side Highway when she saw the fire. She called 911.
It's scary. You have so many high rises going up. You have a building going up every week.
According to the New York City Fire Department, 12 people on the ground were injured, including 3 firefighters.
This could have been much worse.
Officials say hydraulic fluid leaked, sparking flames in the engine of that crane. ABC News has learned the company that owned the crane in this incident also was involved in 2 deadly crane collapses 15 years ago. We reached out to the company for comment and so far have not heard back. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, and priceless memories. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Update your outdoor living space and make the most of your outdoor life with a new deck from Hammond Lumber Company. From wood to low-maintenance composite and PVC decking, Hammond has the materials, knowledge, and experience to help you get everything you need for that perfect new deck. Railing options include wood, composite, aluminum, and the modern look of cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep can answer any questions and will walk you through your options. Get the deck you want, the one you deserve, when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do Rhino linings. We can Rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
100-year-old Navy veteran took to the skies Tuesday. Flying over Ohio in a vintage World War II plane, Donald Munsey, a World War II and Korean War vet, sat in front open cockpit of a 1942 Boeing plane. The flight was courtesy of Dream Flights, an organization that aims to honor veterans and give them an adventure of a lifetime. And this New England family had a fantastic fishing trip. After catching video of 3 whales breaching the surface simultaneously, the crew was celebrating their dad's birthday off the coast of Cape Cod, keeping a phone handy with the hope of catching sight of a whale coming up to the surface. But the group was stunned when they saw all 3 leaping into the air at the same time. The dad, Robert Addy, says he's been fishing his entire life and he's never seen anything quite like it. Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
All righty, here we go. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Ruth and Wimpy's Restaurant in Hancock. Now hiring for all positions. All righty, here we go this morning. Be a few spots that saw some fog out there from Millinocket and areas to the south and west. Visibility levels down just a bit, but nothing too extreme. Things are improving now. We're also watching some rain that's also moving in as well. Tracking from the west, going toward the east, and we're just getting started with the rain that's getting started there as we're going to be watching for more showers and storms moving in during the afternoon period. So this is just the leading edge here. We're going to be watching for more storms developing along that system there that's actually right about in here, actually, that's tracking from the west and going toward the east as we head towards the afternoon period. And some of those thunderstorms later this afternoon may get on the stronger side with some gusty winds and hail with that. So throughout the afternoon period, we'll have those chances for scattered showers and storms. By around late tonight and the parts of Friday morning, things start to taper off. So a nice way to start things off here Friday with a lot of sunshine, and any fog that develops out there will clear out of here. So it'll be a nice way to wrap the week up with a lot of sunshine. Maybe a few storms in the northern parts of the state, but we'll have to wait until Friday night for a slight chance for a shower or storm that could sneak into our backyard. But here's a chance for storms, though. Again, this is a marginal threat, though, with a slight risk to the south and west, so some of those storms could turn strong to severe. We're talking winds and hail with any kind of storms that do kind of get bubbling today. But pretty much later on tonight, though, things will start to calm down as all those start to move forward. But some of those storms could turn strong to severe today, so we'll need to watch that closely. But otherwise, though, as for the rainfall today, heavy downpours can't be ruled out either. Maybe some locally heavy downpours of up to an inch or so, at least up through midnight tonight, with a little bit more rain on the way as we head towards Friday night to Saturday. So we do have rainfall on the way. There's no drought on our neck of the woods either, though, with some decent rainfall on the way between now and as we head towards your early Saturday morning. But otherwise, our average high temperature 81 degrees, lower 80s today, upper 80s Friday, back in the 70s Saturday, with some more 70s Sunday, Monday, and also near Tuesday, and upper 70s again as we head towards your Wednesday. The dew points, we can feel that out there as well, with dew points that are in the middle to upper 60s, even some lower 70s. We'll start to gradually go down as we head towards Friday and especially Saturday, and feeling more comfortable Sunday, Monday, and also near Tuesday. Forecast for today, lower 80 scattered showers and thunderstorms on the way. Again, some of those could turn strong to severe with some gusty winds and hail, with a south wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. By tonight, middle 60s, some thunderstorms early, then some clouds and fog overnight, too, with that northwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, a nicer day, mostly sunny, but getting rather warm out there, too. Upper 80s for the high temperature, northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Ruth and Wimpy's Restaurant, extended forecast. More storms possible Saturday, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s, middle 70s Sunday with a partly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Monday, highs in the mid-70s.
Thank you, Devin. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.